What's up, YouTube? Shout out to the YouTube EDC community. I'm Rollshambo, the connoisseur and collector of all things sharp and shiny, and your eyes do not deceive you. I have reviewed this knife before. In fact, I reviewed it almost a year and a half ago. This is, of course, the Petrified Fish Victor. So if I've already checked it out, why are you looking at this knife with me once again? It's because it's time to do a long-term update. And we're going to be doing more of these more frequently on knives that definitely deserve it. Knives flow in and out of my collection frequently so that I have more and more pieces to make content on. But I also like to hold on to some that really rise above, that I find myself making excuses to carry more often, regardless of price, just 100% based on enjoyment. So here we are talking about the Petrified Fish Victor. This has a K110 Bowie style blade with blue denim micarta. You can, of course, get these in green micarta, tan micarta. And also, I think that Petrified Fish either has already come out with the more premium version or is planning on coming out with a more premium version shortly. When that happens, I will 100% be picking one up because I think it'd be cool to have both the budget version, which costs $45, and one that has slightly more premium materials. It features a blue denim micarta backspacer, this truly deep carry pocket clip that has a world of clearance. No screws are sticking up there. If you wear Carhartt pants, you're not going to have an issue. Yes, the pocket clip is shiny. That's one of the few things I'm not a big fan of on this knife, but it hardly matters considering that when you hold the knife, you can't see the pocket clip anyways. And if you lose it in the dark, it might help you find it with a flashlight just based on the reflection. I mean, do you need to signal SOS with this bad boy? You probably could. Or you could just, use a flashlight. This knife has been one of my favorites, and at the time that I initially reviewed it, I said that it could potentially be the budget king. The value that you get for $45 it's unmatched. In the $50 and under price point, if you were to ask me today, Rollshambo, what knife would you pick? If you could only have one knife, but you couldn't spend more than $50, I'd pick this one. It hasn't failed me. It hasn't let me down. I haven't had any negative experiences with it. And the ergos are something that are next level. For a knife that costs $50, it has absolutely no business feeling this good in the hand. It is a flipper with a deployment inset. It's not exactly a hole, and it's only on, one side of the knife. Lefties aren't going to like that. But it works extremely well. The balance is out of this world. I find myself being able to flip this with ease. I'm able to index it very well. And holding this knife feels like giving a hug to an old friend. Shaking hands with someone that you respect, that respects you back. It's really quite good. And there's only one thing that I can point to at this knife and say, I don't like that. There is one thing, the pocket clip being shiny, that's not my favorite, but there's one thing that I'm not a huge fan of, and that is these T6 body screws. It's like when your child has a flaw and you just don't want to admit it. That's the flaw. That's the flaw. I mean, there's not a whole lot of reason for you to take this knife apart anyways. There's not a whole lot going on here. It's a liner lock, a deep carry pocket clip. That's it. Just the T6 body screws. I don't even care necessarily about the lanyard hole. I don't think that it looks that bad. The finish is nice. It's a single directional satin finish, and it does the job well. The grind is not the thinnest, but I can tell you, having sharpened and stropped this and maintained this, because I have carried this a lot, you can tell by the patina on the handle scales. The blade geometry is perfect for your everyday cutting tasks. It slices well. It has a strong tip. Can't go through life without a strong tip. And it's one that I continually find myself making excuses to carry because it is just that good. I'm an enthusiast that likes knives that are more expensive as well. And it should say something when, despite the $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 knives that I have, that I still find time and a reason to carry this one. It has not disappointed at all. And if you want one, again, I will make sure to link it down in the description below. It'll be an affiliate link. If you click on that link, it does help the channel. That is entirely up to you, though. I would recommend that if you want a superior cutting tool and you have $50 and you don't have one of these, make that happen and then thank me later. And if you want to watch the full initial review that I had on this knife, my initial impressions, I will go ahead and link it up in the corner. It's also kind of cool to see how far the channel has come. But now it's time for your thoughts. Did you pick one of these up? If you did, how long ago was it? Do you still have the knife? Do you use it? Do you agree with me? Or am I just being nostalgic, looking at an older piece in my collection that I should move on from? Let's have that discussion in the comment section down below. And if you want to watch more awesome knife and EDC content, click on one of the videos that pops up next.